Have you ever stopped to think that not every game that flops in sales is actually bad? A lot of amazing titles go unnoticed when they launch, maybe because of bad marketing, market saturation, or just plain bad luck. So today, we're diving deep into 12 games that totally flopped, but are absolute masterpieces you need to rediscover. And hey, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything here on Playverse Gaming. Alright, let's jump right into the list. Tintafall 2. Let's kick things off with a game that absolutely shouldn't have failed, Tintafall 2. Released between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, it was basically crushed by the competition. But man, what a gem. The movement system in this game is pure perfection. Wall running, sliding, double jumps, it all feels buttery smooth. And don't even get me started on the campaign. BT-7274 and his pilot deliver one of the best emotional story arcs in FPS history. The time travel mission alone deserves an award. It's a fast-paced, cinematic, adrenaline-pumping masterpiece that sadly didn't get the love it deserved. If you're into shooters that actually innovate, Tintafall 2 is a must-play. It's one of those games that makes you wonder how the heck it flopped. Mad Max is another one of those games that came out, blew people's minds, and then disappeared. Set in a stunningly desolate post-apocalyptic wasteland, it nails that gritty, dusty, fuel-starved atmosphere of the movies. The car combat? Chef's kiss. The magnum opus isn't just your vehicle, it's your lifeline, your weapon, your home. Every upgrade feels meaningful, and every fight on the sand feels like a cinematic duel for survival. Sure, the open world formula might feel familiar, but the execution here is top tier. The visuals, the storms, the sheer immersion, it's all incredible. This game deserved sequels, spin-offs, something. Mad Max might not have sold millions, but it's one of those experiences that stays with you long after the credits roll.
Prey. Released in 2017 by Arcane Studios, Prey was criminally overlooked. It's a mind-bending sci-fi thriller that mixes Bioshock, System Shock, and Dishonored into something completely unique. You play as Morgan Yu aboard the Talos 1 space station, and things get really weird. Shape-shifting aliens called mimics can disguise themselves as coffee mugs or chairs, keeping you paranoid at every turn. The storytelling is smart, the freedom in gameplay is unmatched, and the atmosphere is pure tension from start to finish. Prey is one of those games that feels ahead of its time, full of creativity, moral choices, and existential dread. Honestly, this is one of Arcane's best works, and it absolutely deserves to be recognized as a modern classic.
Homefront: The Revolution. Yeah, I know, this one had a rough launch. Homefront: The Revolution released with bugs, bad optimization, and a reputation that killed it instantly. But if you revisit it today, you'll find a surprisingly deep and gritty open-world shooter that captures the feeling of guerrilla warfare like few others. You play as part of a resistance movement fighting against an occupying force in a destroyed Philadelphia. The world feels oppressive, dirty, and desperate, exactly what a revolution should feel like. The weapon customization is fantastic, and the atmosphere is spot on. With patches and updates, the game became far more stable and genuinely enjoyable. It's the definition of a rough gem. Not perfect, but bold, immersive, and unforgettable.
Incendiaries are great against personnel, and an IED gives you an explosive solution to heavy armor. If you're in the mood for something a little more versatile, we've got the hack tool.
Paul came back. He took away the only person who could stop the
Quantum Break. Here's a game that was way ahead of its time. Quantum Break, a unique hybrid of TV show and video game. It experimented with storytelling in a way few games dared. Developed by Remedy, the masters behind Alan Wake and Control, this game delivers time manipulation powers that make combat insanely fun. The visuals still hold up today, and the narrative, told through live action episodes, was genuinely ambitious. Unfortunately, that ambition also confused players at launch. But for those who stuck around, the experience was unlike anything else. Quantum Break is cinematic, stylish, and packed with great performances. It's one of those games that prove innovation sometimes comes before appreciation.
You're fighting to survive.
Days Gone hits close to home. Days Gone was unfairly judged at launch. Yeah, it had bugs, but under all that, there's a heartfelt story, deep world, and one of the best portrayals of survival in a post-apocalyptic setting. Deacon St. John's journey is emotional, raw, and surprisingly human. The bike mechanics are so well done. It's not just a vehicle, it's your lifeline. The horde fights are epic, the atmosphere is top-notch, and the soundtrack nails the tone perfectly. It's one of those games that grew on people over time, and today it has a loyal fan base that knows its real worth. Sony dropped the ball not giving us a sequel, because Days Gone is pure gold.
Grave sites are now feeding grounds for freakers, making for some deadly rides and intense horde fights. You have hostile to my right.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint. People love to hate on Breakpoint, but once Ubisoft fixed it, it actually turned into a solid tactical shooter. It improved on Wildlands in a lot of ways. Deeper survival elements, stealth systems, and a gorgeous world to explore. The island of Aroa is massive, filled with danger, and absolutely stunning to look at. If you like strategy and co-op, it's one of the best experiences out there. The customization is deep, the gunplay is solid, and the stealth mechanics actually make you think before attacking. It might not have had the best start, but it evolved into something truly great. Definitely one of the most underrated Ubisoft titles.
Immortals Fenyx Rising. People slept on this one hard. Immortals Fenyx Rising is like Ubisoft's take on Zelda Breath of the Wild, but with Greek mythology and a lot of humor. The art style is beautiful, the puzzles are clever, and the combat is way more fun than it looks at first glance. You can tell the developers poured a lot of love into this one. The narration between Zeus and Prometheus keeps things light and funny, while the exploration and customization are genuinely satisfying. It's bright, refreshing, and just fun, which is something we sometimes forget games are supposed to be. It's one of those titles that makes you smile the whole way through.
Sleeping Dogs, man, Sleeping Dogs is the definition of underrated. It's basically GTA meets Hong Kong action movies, and it absolutely nails that vibe. The combat system is slick, think Batman Arkham, but with brutal martial arts, and the story is surprisingly emotional, full of loyalty and betrayal. The open world is dense, stylish, and full of things to do. Street races, karaoke bars, fight clubs, you name it. Wei Shen is such a great protagonist too. Every mission oozes coolness. It's criminal that we never got a sequel, because this game had everything it needed to become a massive franchise. If you missed it, fix that mistake.
Fights often start as hand-to-hand combat, but escalate as some enemies try to unlevel the playing field and
Rage 2 came out swinging with crazy colors, insane weapons, and fast-paced chaos. But it just didn't click with everyone. Still, if you look past the messy marketing, there's a super fun shooter underneath. The combat is fast, fluid, and ridiculously satisfying. Every gun has weight, every ability feels impactful. The world might be a bit empty at times, but man, when you're in a firefight, it's pure adrenaline. The
powers, the explosions, the movement. It's like Doom meets Mad Max. It's not perfect, but it's fun, and that's what matters. Definitely deserves more love.
Metro Exodus. This one hurts. Metro Exodus is a masterpiece that deserved way more attention. It's haunting, emotional, and beautifully crafted. The mix of linear storytelling with open-world sections works flawlessly. Every environment feels alive, from frozen wastelands to lush forests. The story of Artyom is gripping, and the human moments are powerful. It's not just about shooting mutants, it's about survival, hope, and what it means to start over. The atmosphere is unmatched, and the visuals are some of the best you'll ever see. If you want a game that feels alive, this is it.
Chernobylite is one of those games that quietly sneaks up on you. It's a mix of survival horror, sci-fi, and RPG, all set in a hauntingly realistic version of the Chernobyl exclusion zone. The atmosphere is thick, the visuals are stunning, and the tension never lets up. You manage resources, make moral choices, and uncover a story that's both tragic and mysterious. The supernatural twist adds a unique flavor, and the sense of isolation is unmatched. It's a slow burn, but it rewards patience with an incredibly immersive experience. If you love atmospheric storytelling, don't skip this one.
We can be together, Igor, but you have to learn the truth if you truly want to find me. You cannot succeed alone, but there are others who will help you. This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so.
And that's it. 12 absolutely incredible games that deserved way more love than they got. Each one proves that commercial success doesn't always define quality. If you've played any of these, let me know which one you think got the most unfair treatment. And if you discovered something new today, go give it a shot. Don't forget to subscribe to Playverse Gaming for more hidden gems, underrated titles, and deep dives into the best games ever made. See you in the next one, and happy gaming.